You know, sometimes you see a film the next year that would definitely have been in your top 10 for the year prior. Let's talk about that film. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Movie Emporium's movie review of Women Talking, the newest film from director Sarah Polley. Okay, so this is a very difficult review. I gotta be straight honest with you. This is a very powerful movie. This would have been my top 10 of 2022, but because I didn't see it until 2023, it'll be my top 10 of 2023 unless some crazy thing happens. But this movie, which stars people like Rooney Mara and Claire Foy and Jessica Buckley, and of course, Frances McDormand, Judith Ivey, Sheila McCarthy, Michelle McLeod, is about some really disturbing stuff involving rape. Some individuals, basically, because this is a true story, did some things in this Mennonite society, and it basically leads to the guys are taken prisoner, or not taken prisoner, but they're taken to jail. And they're going to be released, and it's a story about whether these women who are involved in this incident should stay and forgive these guys, should fight back, or should leave and flee and start over. And it's basically them for an hour and 40 minutes discussing what they should do and the powerful nature of why they should do what they should do. And it basically leads to some very difficult subject matter that will make you uncomfortable, I guess you could say, especially if you've gone through this type of situation, not in like the Mennonite situation, but if you've gone through like rape or anything that like that as a woman or anything of that nature. And it broaches topics and stuff like that. So that's kind of the synopsis of this movie: is these women coming to terms with what is going on in their society and what do they do as the next step. And like I said, it has all these famous actresses in this movie. So this is a movie that has gone through the festival circuits. It's been like in every film festival. It's garnered some really Oscar-worthy buzz for a lot of these actresses, including like Rooney Mara and Jessie Buckley and stuff like that. It's a movie that has gone on a lot of top 10s. It's Oscar contender for a lot of things. And I didn't know what I was expecting. I heard this is a really powerful movie, that Sarah Polley concocted a really powerful story based off this book, and so I went into it expecting greatness, but I didn't know what I was going to get out of this material. And like I said earlier, this movie is incredible. This is my review. This movie is incredible. I'm trying not to spoil anything because there's some spoiler stuff in here, but this movie is an incredible watch. It's very powerful. It has some of the most brilliant acting of the year. It's a movie that should get a lot more nominations that it probably won't get. And it's a movie, just the subject matter just kind of eats at your soul and just makes you realize that it doesn't matter where you live at, who you are, what you are. If you're put in this type of scenario, it's going to affect you. But you see every angle of these women in every age of form or fashion, what they have to go through and how they have to kind of deal with the situation. And this is a level of, bravado of performances and acting ability, and, the depths that these actresses have to go to deal with these situations and how they portray them, and just the fact this is a true story and what the story has to play out in. It's just breathtaking to watch. It is literally in one location for the most part. It's women going back and forth, trying to decide what they need to do and what they want to do. And you get all angles. You get the people who are battered and scared to leave, and the people that want to fight. And you get the people, the women who want to leave because they're just tired of it. And it's just, I felt just so sad and so heartbroken, but so mesmerized by what was going on. There's just so many great performances that it's hard to like pick one. I mean, I think if I did have to pick one, I think Jessie Buckley has the most compelling story, but it's also just on everybody's shoulders. They all deliver. And then on top of that, you have Ben Whishaw, who's like the main male character in this movie. And there's been a lot of stuff said about how great his performance is, and it's absolutely Oscar worthy. He's probably not going to get an Oscar nomination, but it's absolutely a devastating performance. It's just the Ben Whishaw is a guy who plays Paddington, voices Paddington, and he played Q in the recent Bond movies, but you never really get a sense of how good of an actor he is. And it's such a mesmerizing performance, and very bravado and nuanced, and just very talented in how he has to listen to all this, but he's also very sympathetic, and he's just not your very typical male in this sense and sort of form of fashion. And on top of everything, Sarah Polley, who has done other, she's directed other films before, but she's an actress that has done like take this waltz and away from her. And she just is a very competent director. She has a great eye, delivering very powerful, very in-depth characters, very, emotional, resonant characters. And this is just a story that is going to be hard for people to watch because it is very difficult subject matter, and it makes it even more difficult, the fact that it's a true story. And everything about this movie just moved me into tears, and just how uncomfortable but very potent it was. It's a story that is very relevant to today. It's very relevant to the past. It's a very moving story, to be fairly honest. It's a movie I was expecting to be very good, but I didn't expect it to hit me this hard. And just watching it, just being enveloped by what's going on, it's a very difficult story that really plays out with perfection and bravado. It's one of the best films I saw this year. Like I said, it would have been in my top 10. And just everything about it, everything from the cinematography to the music to the absolutely astounding cast in this movie. I think this is some of the best work that Rooney Mara, Claire Foy, and Jessica Buckley have ever done. Frances McDormand is not in it very much, but she is very much a presence that you feel with just how she feels about the particular situation. But when you get to this story, when you watch it, when you see how it plays out, it moves you to oh my God, this movie is absolutely wonderful and just devastating and dark, and it's such a powerful film. It really is. So, but that's where I'm going to leave it with women talking. Like I said, this could feel like a stage play in a lot of respects, but yeah, very powerful movie. One of the best movies I saw this year so far, and it's only early January. So definitely give it a check it out if you handle the material. I definitely understand if you can't. But with that said, that is my review for Women Talking. Thank you so much for watching. Comments below if you've seen this movie. What do you think overall? But with that said, thank you so much. If you like what you see on this channel, hit the subscribe button to join Movie Emporium. Hit that notification bell at top to find what's coming next. If you like this video, awesome. Hit that like button. And as always, we'll see you guys on the next review. Peace out.